What does it mean to be a lover of silence? Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. Delighted to be your host this morning for our Ignatian meditation group, Flourishing During Times of Uncertainty. Happy Monday. Today is going to be a great day. It is a chilly, rainy morning here in Hollywood. Perfect day to begin our week and our contemplative practice. Our morning practice is a three-part series. We begin with a little inspiration. On Mondays, we usually draw from Father DeMello, and this morning we see what he has to say about silence. The second part is the meditation practice itself, where we do a 20-minute silent meditation where we go turn the gaze inwards, take the attention to the breath, engage our sacred word, and enjoy the miracle of meditation. If you're new to the program, welcome. During this time, it helps to have a little sacred word that has meaning to you: love, kindness, Jesus, Mary, beauty, anything at all that means something to your heart. We just repeat it 4 or 5 times, then drop down and enjoy a little deep rest. Of course, if we're human, thoughts will arise. When that occurs, we simply go back to our mantra, repeat it 4 or 5 times, and then enjoy the silence. Father Thomas Keating, the founder of Centering Prayer, says the method is so easy, it's almost too good to be true. We just sit down and give this 20 minutes to God. And then we always end with a little Jesuit Ignatian examen at the end. On Mondays, we just look over the weekend and notice where we might have missed God or found God in new and beautiful ways. And we drop that in the comment box. So, without further ado, let's get started with the inspiration from Father DeMello. And he says this. Behold, my beloved, says Amanas, a disciple of St. Anthony of the Desert. I have shown you the power of silence and how fully God dwells in those who remain in silence. It is by silence that the power of God dwells in those saints of the past, and so the mysteries of God are known to them. Kahil Gibran says, you talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts, and when leaving the solitude of your heart, you live in your lips, and sound becomes a diversion and a pastime. And even Evelyn Underhill, an outstanding mystic herself, believes that the self is yet unacquainted with this strange claim of silence, which soon becomes familiar to even those who attempt the lowest activities of the contemplative life, where the self is released from succession. The voices of the world are not heard, and the great adventures of the soul begin to take place. Simone Weil, the Jewish mystic, says at times the first words of our Father tear my thoughts from my body and transport me outside space where there is neither perspective nor even point of view. Filling every part of this infinity of infinity, there is a silence which is not an absence of sound, but which is the object of a positive sensation, more positive than that of sound. Noises, if there are any, only reach me after crossing this silence. And in a sense, silence is God. I love music passionately, but when I am in the mood for silence, even music is too jarring. I want only silence to be present. A person could say that silence is a harmony more beautiful than any other harmony. I think that most people have experienced at least fleeting moments of this. Let me tell you a story. The day before yesterday, I went to say Mass for some people in the seminary. I rose early in the morning and went outside to wait for a group of scholastics, Jesuits in training who have not taken final vows. It was quite cold. I was looking up at the sky, and this thing hit me, this silence. It lasted for about a minute, but I am still experiencing the effect of it. It is a world we know, but there is no knowing. We suddenly sense it. Each of us experience it in different ways. This morning I was walking to a scholastic while standing under a tree. I'm sorry, this morning I was talking to a scholastic while standing under a tree. A bird was chirping. I have no idea what kind of bird it was. It sounded like a cuckoo. I suppose it aroused my childhood memories of me of forests and similar things. Even when I was talking to him, I sensed that I was listening to what he was saying, and yet I was not. I was there, but I was not there. After a while, I had to say, "Look, let's stop talking because I am not completely here." There was a call to come home, to take myself away from this world. One author puts it well: silence is not so much a discipline on the tongue as a discipline on the ear. Let me reread that again. Silence is not so much a discipline on the tongue as a discipline on the ear. We keep silent not to stop talking, but to open our ears, to perceive something, to sense something. If I say to a group, let's keep quiet and listen, we will hear sounds all around. Footsteps on the gravel outside the drive, on the rustling of the wind in the leaves, things that we would not hear if we were talking, talking, talking. And sometimes the silence becomes very deep. Then what I experienced the other morning, or this morning when I was with the scholastic, one picks up suddenly. We must always be silent to pick up something like a flash of the infinite or the eternal. Thank you, Anthony DeMello. Let's get silent so we can pick up a little something of the infinite, the eternal this morning. I invite you to take your shoes off, get comfortable while I lower the lights. So one of the ways we flourish is to unplug. I invite you to unplug from all technology. I'll set the timer for 20 minutes. I'll ring the bell to begin. For those of you who are new, I'll do a little meditation to get us into this, and then we'll just engage our sacred word, listen to the sounds around us, and enjoy a little deep rest. Let's begin. Listen, listen. The sound of this beautiful bell returns us to our true home. As always, to get grounded, we begin with a little diaphragmatic breathing, which is simply breathing deeply as possible into the lower belly 3 times, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Together as a community, inhale, open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. 2 more times, inhale and exhale, bringing fresh oxygen to the brain and the body. Last time, deeply as possible, inhale and exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. Take the attention to the body. The body keeps the score. Feel the feet pressed on to the green earth, our mother. And on this wet Monday morning, just feel the wet earth beneath you. Good. Moving up the body, we arrive at the chair, providing support. And we all need a little support in life. Let's just reflect back on where we experienced a little support this weekend and lean into it. Moving up the body, we arrive at the shoulders, a place we can hold a little tension. Anything we've been holding on to, we just simply surrender. Let go. Let it roll off the shoulders, down the back, and onto the earth. Relax, restore, renew. And just notice if you feel a little lighter. Moving towards the front of the body, we come to the heart. I invite you to take the hands to the heart, wherever that may be in your personal body, and cultivating an attitude of gratitude, which is at the heart of the spirituality of St. Ignatius. We just focus on one thing from this weekend for which we're grateful, and then just name it in one word. Once you have that word, gently put it next to your heart. And as a global community, let's breathe one time into that gratitude. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Release the hands and just notice what you feel. And then finally, we arrive at the forehead, the area between the eyebrows, the seat of intuition, and we focus on an intention to start our week. St. Ignatius again and again invites us to ask God for what we deeply desire, being courageous enough to ask God for something great and beautiful this morning. And we'll seal that intention with an inhale and then exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. Take your attention to the sacred word. Listen to the sounds around you. Take the attention to the breath and enjoy the miracle of a contemplative practice. Please continue. Very, very gently take your attention back to the room. If the eyes were closed, go ahead, let's open the eyes. Let's circle the wrist a little bit. Reverse the train, go the other way. Little healthy spine, healthy body. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, tip to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back to center. Look up, little gentle back bend. Little forward bend, pull the tummy in. Inhale, big morning stretch. Exhale, release, shake out anything you've been holding on to. Wonderful job, everyone. If you're new, congratulations. You've just put your toe into the water of healing. This last part of the program is we just do a little Jesuit examine. If you're new, tell us where you're from. If you'd like, please feel free to put anything in the comment box about where God came alive for you this weekend. For me, we had our monthly Saturday 10 to 3 uh, workshop for all the directors who are doing the 19th annotation retreat with St. Monica's, and my really good friend Father David Ayat facilitates it, and it was really great to be part of this 19th annotation retreat. And it's kind of winding down. We're in the third week now, and it finishes in May. So that was, I think we have one more meeting, one more workshop together as the directors. So it was really great to meet with people all over the country who have been helping with this. Second, many of you know I love yoga and I love handstands. And I ended up getting this online workshop with this guy from the Ukraine named Yuri Mamerston. And I tell you, I could feel it this morning just circling the wrist. It's really was a great workout with him. And then last but not least, on this Monday morning, how great is it to start with a little inspiration from Father DeMello? I love how he talks about the contemplative life, the meditative practice is not so much about stopping the chatter, but opening the ears and hearing. And I would also say, in addition to that, opening the heart. Uh, Very grateful to all of you for tuning in, for beginning your morning practice, beginning the week with our contemplative community here on our Jesuit campus at Blessed Sacrament. Have a beautiful rest of the day. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. God bless you.